YouTube. It has been like 3 years since I posted a video, but I vowed to myself that after I had this baby right here, I would start doing YouTube videos again because I really and truly missed it. It was always fun just jumping on here and talking to you guys like I was talking to my friends. So I'm starting again. I'm doing this. I am doing it. So I'm going to start with kind of like an update and then a 1 month postpartum update because you guys didn't even know I had a baby or was pregnant or that we moved or anything about my life anymore. So this is my baby. He's asleep. He's a boy. Isn't he cute? You can't really see his face. I'll pop up some pictures of him. He was born September 24th. So he's 1 month or so at this point. And yeah, we did it. We did the dang thing and went for a third baby. We were so super content with our two, Jameson and Lennox, who are now 6 and 4, or 7 and 4, my word, 7 and 4. We were super content with that, but we decided we will never regret having another baby, but we would regret not having another one. So here we are with Montgomery Atakra, our little guy. So we're super happy. Although, let me just tell you, after 4 years of sleep and having like big kids who, I mean, not 4 years of big kids, but like, you know, I mean, Lennox is 4.5. She's going to be 5 in April. So it's been a long stankin' time since we have had sleepless nights, besides like an occasional sickness or whatever. It is hard. 3 is no joke. I wouldn't go back. Obviously, we're in love, but my word, it is no joke. Doesn't help that it's like the busiest time ever for my husband at work. So it's been interesting. And if you guys ever watched my postpartum stuff with Lennox, you'll know that I am a C-section due to some internal issues with my anatomy. So this was my 3rd C-section. I was told it would be my easiest recovery. My second C-section recovery was like a breeze. This was so hard. And I don't know if it was the timing because everything was going on with my husband at work and it was hard for him to take a lot of time off and we had the other 2 kids to take care of. But I also got a tubal while I was having my C-section. So this is really our last baby. This is our 3rd and final. So I don't know if that contributed to it, but it went really well for the first 2 weeks. I felt like I was on track. I was feeling really, really good. Really not having much pain after I got through that first like 5 days. And then my scar started to, my incision started to open up and it got infected. And so I had like a whole nother recovery on top of it, which was super discouraging. I will tell you, I was angry. I was angry at everyone. I was angry at everyone and everything. I was ticked off because I didn't get the doctor that I wanted to do. I mean, everything like just came crumbling down. And that's just me being super honest. I'm not going to get on here and be the girl that's like, it was great and everything was so fantastic, because that wasn't my story. Now, maybe those women really do have great, fantastic stories and they're not lying, but it was rough. It was really rough. And I was ticked off that it happened. I ended up going into labor with him. I had a scheduled C-section for September 25th. And on September 23rd, I went into labor and had to go into the hospital, and I got the doctor that I didn't want. And I was bummed. I was just bummed about it. It just wasn't what I expected. So all of that to say, it's been a rough road. I mean, 4 weeks. But he's doing fantastic. So I had the infection with my C-section. They put me on a heavy dose antibiotic. It seems to have healed. I just finished up my 10-day dose of Augmentin, but another little hiccup in the road was the fact that, hiccup in the road, not the right saying. I'm not very good with sayings. Bump in the road or just hiccup. I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, was the fact that he reacted to the Augmentin, projectile vomiting, diarrhea. It was so scary. He was 20 days old. I'm like, what in the world is going on? So immediately, like my husband, I'm like a freak with any vomit of any sort, because I think like immediately I'm like, they're gonna dehydrate. Everyone in the house is gonna be vomiting. Like, I'm not right in the head when it comes to it. Thankfully, he's calm, my husband, and was like, it's probably your medication. You've been on it for 24 hours now, so let's put it. We had some formula because in the hospital, he had low blood sugar. I mean, this has not been easy. You would think like, oh, third time's a charm. This baby's going to be so laid back and you've got this. You've been a mom 2 times already. No, it's not been like that. His blood sugar was low. We had to supplement in the hospital because my milk hadn't come in yet. So I've been pumping since the hospital, which I pumped with my other 2, but pumping, I hate it. So it was hard. And he was like my best latcher. He was actually latching. And now it's been like almost 14 days since I've been able to breastfeed because of his reaction. We had to put him on solid formula for this whole time. And then this is like my precaution day. And tomorrow I'm going to start giving him my breast milk again. I've been pumping and dumping. How sad is that? It's literally making me cringe. Every time I have to pour it down the drain, it makes me want to cry. Because there's a lot of work and thought and planning goes into pumping. Anyway, so it's been like one thing after another. And now it's just, I feel like I'm getting a clogged milk duct. Like, I'm a mess. I'm a disaster, a complete disaster. The bags under my eyes are so dark. I had to hold my phone because with the actual real light, it was like a raccoon, opposite of a raccoon with black under my eyes. It's terrible. We're not sleeping. He's not a great sleeper. I shouldn't say that. He is a good sleeper. He's not a good faller back to sleeper. So he sleeps great. He gives us a good 3.5 hours, sometimes 4. But when he wakes up, sometimes he's up for 2 hours. And that's really been the roughest. My other 2 would take a bottle and be zonked, go right back to sleep. You would lay him back down, no problem. Not so much with him. He fights and kicks and screams. But, so it's, I'm like old. I mean, I'm not old. I'm 33, but it feels like harder this time. Physically, it feels harder. And I'm just putting that out there. I'm not complaining. We're super in love. We love having a third baby, but like, it's just rough. And I'm not going to pretend like it's been a cakewalk because it hasn't. But for the most part, he's okay. He loves to be held, which is why I have the Moby wrap. Do you guys ever use this one? I like it. But yeah, he's wants to be held all the time, which is rough. I mean, it's fine. Like, I can put him down once he's asleep, which is great. But like when he's awake and just content, he's not content being put down, which has been hard too. So I feel like I'm just complaining, but I'm really just trying to be honest with my experience this time around. That like Lennox, our middle one, was such an easy baby, like a breeze. I literally would put her in the swing and like forget that she was in there. Like 2 hours later, I was like, oh shoot, we have a baby. It's just not that experience, which is fine. And I know he'll grow out of that fussy stuff, but it's just been hard. And my husband's been working long days and not coming home till late, and that's hard. They're doing a whole switcheroo with his production stuff and studio, and that's been just bad timing. But you know what? When is good timing? So that's what I try. And here's his little face. He's sweaty in this thing. My kids are the sweatiest kids. So yeah, that's him, Montgomery, Monty, Montel, Montez, Montague. He gets every name, Mo, under the sun, because that's just the kind of people we are, if you know us. Montel Jordan, I mean, everything, but Montgomery, and we call him Monty sometimes, but that's him in a nutshell. He got up to his birth weight super quick. By the first weight check 3 days after he came home from the hospital, he was actually 2 ounces more than he was when he was born. So I haven't had to go back to the doctor's office, which is great. But that probably has something to do with the fact that we were supplementing, and he's been on formula for a little while now. So I'm just praying that my transition back to trying to nurse and giving him breast milk goes smoothly, and that it's not that big of a deal. But so this is my commitment to you guys. You are going to get more videos. So like, subscribe. That's my postpartum journey so far. I'm going to keep you guys updated. Probably not every month, but maybe at the 3-month mark or in the 6-month mark or something like that. I'll try and post a video. And I'm going to do some diaper bag videos again, because Lord knows that with a 4-year-old and a 7-year-old, I didn't even remember what to put in my diaper bag, let alone, I don't know, I was looking up videos. So I would like to put a diaper bag video up again, and I have a new diaper bag. So I have a few videos up my sleeve. I've been homeschooling, so I want to do a video on that. But if you have any suggestions, please feel free to leave it in the comments, and so I'll record some videos and we'll get this started again. I'm excited to be back on YouTube. I'm hoping to just build this thing up and interact with you guys and take questions and all that good stuff. So like this video, subscribe, and be looking for more from me. It's coming.